Okay. You guys are cheating here, man. Okay, you gotta hold that
We're
back.
using our resources. Wait, can you wait?
Yeah, hold that back.
There we go.
Mine won't take videos.
Okay. So this is coming down from the furthest point that we can get to here. This is what? Coming down this way.
Auxiliary.
Nope, coming down this way.
Supervenous.
From here. Jugular vein. And this is the external. There's the internal. Going to, and they combine and they get to the, what's this?
Brachiocephalus.
The brachiocephalus starts over there. The jugular vein comes together, makes the common jugular. And then who comes in? This guy right here. The subclavian. Yeah, see the subclavian coming in? Where the subclavian and the common jugular come together, that's where the brachiocephalic is. Okay? And that feeds into the superior vena cava. See it coming right in, feeding into, and then so there's two sides exactly the same.
Okay.
The other brachiocephalic, the left is coming in this way, into the superior vena cava. Okay. Over here we've got the, well, actually we've got to start the other way, right? We do the other flow the other way. Right here is the aorta. There's the arch, right there, down to the post, down to the.
Ascending.
Well, ascending would be on this side. Ascend comes up to the arch.
Okay.
And then the arch,
that's
and then
the
if descending, and we can call it the descending thoracic once it's back, once it's in the back here. All right, off that, there's only two blood vessels. This first one's what?
The brachiocephalic.
The brachiocephalic. In the CAD's a little different. It splits into two, right here. And those two are what? What are those two? Brachiocephalic goes to the...
Subclavian.
No, brachiocephalic, carotids.
Carotid.
The two carotids come off. That's the first thing that happens. The two carotid comes off. And off the right side, you are correct. Off the right side comes the subclavian. Okay? God bless you. And the subclavian will continue on to the axillary, which will then find its way down the
Into
brachia.
the BBC.
Well, no. Not on the arteries. Just into the brachia.
Okay.
Okay, so over here we were at the common carotid. The common carotid keeps going until it gets to cranium and then splits into the external and internal.
Okay.
Cranial.
Nope.
No?
Common carotid.
Oh, okay.
Carotid. External carotid, internal
internal
carotid,
carotid.
and then they start splitting from there. Yep. Okay, so that's in this guy is who? These are lungs. So that is that's blood vessel right there is the
Pulmonary vein.
pulmonary veins
Pulmonary
coming
veins.
back from the lungs, going to the left atria, that left atria, into the left ventricle. Okay. Here I am. I'll do it again. This is the
Inferior vena cava.
inferior vena cava, and it goes right through. It starts going now. Everything's starting to go more dorsal. Sometimes you can see, but there's a gallbladder, a liver, a nice big stomach, much bigger than your cat over there. Omentum, attached to the omentum is the
Spleen.
spleen. She has a big spleen.
Pancreas.
Yeah, good question. What's this guy right here?
Where are you pointing with your... Oh, that little thing?
That's the pancreas.
That's the pancreas.
It's right under
Connect
the...
to
It sits right underneath the stomach, and it's connected to the omentum along with the
spleen.
spleen. They kind of free float there. The big thing is, if you look at the pancreas, it attaches. She's got a big one. She's got a very big one. You look at this. It attaches to the intestines at the duodenum. Okay, that's the big thing. Because at the duodenum, which is the beginning of the small intestines, which will be actually, it spills right about here, if we could. Okay. So if you looked at it this way, you could see it feeding in. I can put my finger there. You can see it. I can pop out right. See my finger?
Yeah.
Doing the dance? Yeah. So that's where the pancreas will feed all the pancreatic juices into the intestines, right after the stomach. So we got the omentum picked up, which picks up all the intestines there, and all the those two organs. Then we have the mesentery. So this is the superior mesentery blood vessel here, and it's feeding into all the mesentery, which is this stuff.
Yeah.
The membranes
With
that
all the
hold
blood
it
vessels.
posteriorly. And we have the
Kidney.
So what's hanging off, it has to be
The
the
renal.
veins and arteries. And the one superior to that is the
Suprarenal.
suprarenal. And that goes to about here, but it's kind of beat up. And if you can see, it goes to about here, where the adrenal gland should be. This is who?
Inferior vena cava.
The inferior vena cava. This is the...
I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. The aorta.
Oh,
Descending aorta in the abdominal cavity. Yep. And then we have to get the uterus out of the way.
Oh.
This is the uterus, the little Y, the little leg. And this is the ovary. So if I poke the ovary, what hormones come from the ovary?
Estrogen.
And progesterone. Yeah.
Progesterone.
So there's the ovary. We'll hang her over the edge. That one's still attached. You can see the blood vessel going to it. So that would be the gonadal.
Gonadal, where's that one?
And that is this guy there. See, it's
Little-
really, really fine. It comes off right after the after the renal. And it's really, really fine. It feeds the. But when we had that one pregnant one, that got really big. That got really large. We had that one that had all her babies in the uterus. Okay, coming down here we have the. Now this is neat because this is where the switch was. See how they cross? Usually, always, veins are to the exterior. But then we switch watch here, and the vein goes to the back. So this is the inferior vena cava until it splits, and then it becomes the
Common iliac.
common iliac, right and left. Okay, and then that will continue on, and as it gets to the end of the hip, it'll split into the
Femoral.
it'll split into the external and internal, and external iliac will become the femoral.
Okay.
Okay. The internal just does buttocks area. So then we're coming down the aorta, and we've got two splits. And the first split is we're going to split off the aorta. The aorta now disappears. This is the end of the aorta. What's
The external,
external iliac,
then the internal.
then the internal iliac, and the caudal falls out after that for the tail.
What is it? The caudal.
The caudal, the tail.
Okay.
That's one that goes. I probably won't point to that, but this is another adaptation that's different.
Okay.
Okay, and then they go to the iliacs go. The external iliac goes to the
Femoral.
femoral, and down there.
Okay. And that's the cat.